All right. So, we have to warm up some arms. Do circles. We like circles. I feel like most of my day's already done. And circle back.
I've already been to the grocery store, got my groceries today.
Nice. Now up, down. Go down, up, through the wrist, up. Push down, pull up. Down, up.
Extension.
Yes.
Yeah.
Down, up, down, up. Now we're going to do it to the front. Pull, out. Pull in, push out. In, out. Nice. Abs are up. Chest is lifted. All of us down. In, out. Now go a little quicker. Ready? In, out, in, out, in, out, in, out. And things should be starting to talk. 4, 3, leave them out. Now, float them up, turn them out, drop the shoulders. Now, little pulse out. Ready? Push. Think about the sides of your back tightening up. Pull your navel in. Sit up tall. Can you feel your muscles in your back? Pull. 4, 3, 2, drop your arms. And they're already at work. Wait and work. Yeah, your traps.
This.
Yep. So anytime your arms are up, your traps are working. And your traps actually start at the base of your skull and go down your back into a V.
Okay.
So if you can imagine that, right?
Yes.
And your lats sweep across your back like this. So it's kind of like a girdle sucking your rib
This
cage.
is the part, well, not all of that's muscle cover because your skin sags on top of it. But
So
it's back there.
yeah, so this is your lat right here, this big muscle here. And actually underneath are your obliques. They kind of wrap around you and attach, right? It's also called a transverse abdominis. Ooh, fancy, right? And that's actually your internal girdle down low. So all this rotational stuff we do, that's what is working. That's why I like rotation. Because we work that waistline. All right, so we're gonna start low. Shoulders back, ready? Little pulse out. Out, 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 out. Nice. Now go just a tad higher. Out, out. Now right in front. Think about your shoulder blades squeezing together. Now a little higher. I know, you're getting everything. Now leave them out, pull down. Down to your chest, lift. Chest, lift. So I'm keeping the band taut through the whole thing. And you should be able to feel your back working. So think about the band coming to your chest and your chest going to the band. Push up, push up. Keep your elbows bent. And rest. When you put them down, you can feel stuff back there. I like using the word stuff because there's a lot of things happening because we did different levels, but it's all back work and the back of your shoulder. I mean, I can go through each muscle group, but it takes too long. So I want you to shorten the band a little bit. Nice and tall through the chest, abs are in. We're going to do the same concept. Ready? Pulse out. Go up, out, out. So now you can't go out as far, right? But you can feel the pull. Go a little higher. We just made it harder. Yay. Right out front. Keep your shoulders down. Lift your chest big time. 4, 3, now go a little higher. Ooh, right? Now you're really like going, hey, that's not funny. Now, 5th position arms. Push out, push out. Now you can feel the side of your back. So every time we do a little different angle, it works a little different. Now just hold out. And you might get a little shaky thing going on.
Yes.
It's kind of like, why am I shaking? Why am I shaking? It's like holding a plank. 4, 3, 2, drop those arms. And now you feel all, you know where you feel the tricep. Yeah, triceps are good to work.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. I say triceps, this is what happens. We all know the move. We all know the move. So I have to let your back go, okay, right? So we're gonna be cheerleaders. I'm not a good cheerleader, actually. So if I have over the top and I roll my hands one time, they're locked in. So I won't release the band until we're totally done. And I'll tell you when. I want you to take your right hand and push up. Drop that shoulder, right? Right elbow, switch sides. There you go. Now we're going to keep the arms parallel to the floor. This is the hardest part because our arms get tired and we float when we roll down. Ready? Kick it out. Out, in, out, in, out. You should be feeling stuff on the right side, like the back of your shoulder, into your tricep, into your back. Do it again. Out, in, out, in, out. Now hold it 90 degrees. Hold. Long neck, because all of a sudden you do this, right? Now a little punch, right? Punch, 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 punch. A little tricep. 4, 3, 2, drop your arms. So don't let it go. So it's the exact same length for the other side. I don't know, but you can feel it.
Yeah. I'll have to hold tomorrow.
Right. She was, so Pam, you had mentioned something about not coming to step, and we worked really hard on legs today. Well, Sharon made the same mistake, so that's why we're working upper body really hard. It's not a mistake. It's not. I was planning this one, actually.
You did look ready.
I was ready for it. Chest up, abs in. So push out. So this elbow, if it's front, we have to pull it back just a little bit. Drop the shoulders, lift the chest. Ready? Here we go. Out, in, out, in. And sit up tall. Out, in, out, in, out. At 90 degrees hold. So I don't want to move. Drop the shoulders, lift the chest. Ready? Here we go. Out, 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 out. We have 8 more. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, drop those arms.
I think I only did 7. Oh, it's one by.
It's okay. So you can release the band. But you can feel your back and you can feel your triceps and all the fun things. Right?
Yep.
And I'm not going to say it was easy, but it wasn't over the top. And you weren't pushing around big old heavy weights that, you know. I'm dealing with a client that's been hurt because big old heavy weights all the time. It's not always necessary, right? So again, I'm going to go out wide, wrap my hands. Just one time. Arms are in 5th position, so if you look up, without moving your head, you can see the band. Drop your shoulders, abs are in. I do not want the arms to do this, right? I want the arms to stay put. So you framed up, ready, now I'm gonna lay my back. Right, left, right, left. Let's see, what do I feel? Abs, inner thighs, side of my body, yes?
Yep.
And actually your shoulders are working, you just can't tell yet. When you put your arms out and you're like, oh, there's my shoulders. Even my calves are working. Because when I lean over, my legs get tight. pull your navel in. So this is what it feels like, slow. When we go fast, we won't be able to get this lean. And you really have to pay attention to lock your arms in and move your rib cage. Are you ready? Let's go fast. Little tiny movements. Ribs, 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 ribs. 4, 3, 2, rest. There's your shoulders. What's that?
I didn't lock my
Yeah.
so my thumb was wiggling a little.
Yeah, so when we're going fast, it's kind of like posting up this thing, right? I have to lock my arm in. So when we're moving one part fast, everything else is like cinched.
I do this.
Yeah, so when it's cinched, it doesn't move. When it's relaxed, then you get the wiggle work thing going on. So, hence the reason we're moving slow and moving fast, because when we move fast, everything cinches up, locks up. All right. I think the next one's the hardest one. So again, I just rolled, band's a little taut. Again, I keep my arms in front of me. So what happens is, it's like, look how far we turn. That's how far I can turn my arms in front of me. Check yourself on this side. Ready, go right, left. Right, left. Shoulders, turn. Now pull your navel in. Right, left. Right, left. Right, left. And I like this because first of all, you get a little stretch, get a little work, right? And if you get dizzy, you can leave your head straight forward. Right, left. And then I think, how far can I twist my shoulders? Shoulders. And again, your shoulders are working. You might not feel them as much as everything else, but when we stop and you put your arms in, you're like, yep, they were working. Now make them small and fast. Right, left, right, left, right, left. So now everything's like, squeeze. Your agitator in your washing machine. Here we go, go 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, rest. Yeah, it's working. So you should feel a little looser. Is that a good word? Looser. Right? So we're doing all the flexibility stuff besides work. Grab a quick drink because I have to say that. Oh, and breathe. That's the other thing I have to say. As long as I know you get at least one breath for 45 minutes, we're good. He's making a face at you. All right. So again, you can wrap your hands or you can just hold on to the band. I like wrapping, but it's loose. It's always loose, never tight. This is my goal, right? We always have to have a goal. So if we put the band right below or above our knees, we're going to do knee lifts right, left. Right, left. So I just want to touch the band. So we're like, well, that's not so bad. Can you raise the bar? Ooh, 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 right? And it's amazing how high it actually goes. Now take the bar back down. Down, down. Because this is normally where we're at. 4, 3, now raise the bar. Up. And this is where we can actually get. When we go, oh, we can go higher. We have 8 more. 8. Can you feel the abs?
I'm trying not to.
And rest. I know it's hard.
Because we talked about that yesterday.
Right. So what she was talking about is yesterday when we were working out, when we lift our leg, we have this rotation because we think we're getting higher, right? And then we're working the wrong stuff, right? keeping the legs and the inner thighs active, picking up the legs is different than kicking them out, right? So if this is the bar, right? See the difference, right? So we can go here because our knee and everything's engaged. We think we're getting higher because we can see our foot. Our brains work really weird. Right. Because you have all kinds of stuff helping, right? And this is like, ugh, you're stuck. But I want you to think about what we do when we walk up a step. We should be walking up this way and not, right? And there's a lot of times like the car's just like slowed way down, like what's going on? Like when we're walking up the step, doing a side step, 1 foot at a time, right? Instead of scurrying up to the step and stepping up on the step. We create our own bad habits, and then we don't know why things hurt. There's a lot of things make us hurt. So I'm holding on to the tail. The band's way down around my legs, right? So if I push back just a little bit, I have some work in my back and a stretch in my chest. So I want to just walk my hands forward on the band. And then I push back again, and I'm going, okay, that's better. Could I do a little more? Absolutely. So I'm going to walk again. And then I'm going to press back, drop my shoulders. Now I'm like going, okay, I have that little shape thing that was going on earlier. So we're just holding it back. Ready now? Pulse back. Pulse. Pulse. Now your back shoulder. And you can feel your chest open up. Keep your chest lifted the whole time. 4, 3, 2, rest. So just bring it forward. Don't move your hands though, because we're going to do it again. And you're already set. So I have to let you rest, or, you know. I know. It's like, come on. Is it time yet? Is it time yet? Yes, it's time. There's the legs. Chest is lift up. Abs in. Ready? Pull back. Now pulse. Pulse, pulse, pulse. And I'm really depressing those shoulder blades into my back, pulling my navel in, doing the kegel. Smile, look pretty. That's all the jobs. Push, 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 push. That's it. We're going again. Because we had to, relax for too long. 4, 3, 2, rest. When you let go, you can feel your back. So you want to go, oh, yeah, and cave in, and let those back muscles say, it's okay. Because we're going to switch what we're doing. We're going to take this behind your back. So, there's the level, right? For you ladies, boss rep level, basically, right? Now, I don't want to sit in the back of the chair because it's too easy to go, I'm working. And there's nothing going on except for you bouncing your arms, right? So again, when you have to use yourself as a secure post, everything tightens up. So I want to grab the band really close to my chest, my armpits. So if you don't take your shoulders back and down and keep your chest lifted, these tiny little deltoids are going to be working and they're going to get angry, and sometimes they get really angry. So we want to keep the chest lifted the whole time. And our hands, I want to say are at rib cage level. Is that fair? Not up to your shoulders, rib cage. Now push out. Out, in, out, in. Because this is where we push from. We don't push from our shoulders. Out, in, out, in. So you're going to feel like some chest muscles, some bicep. You might feel a little bit of shoulder, but not a lot. That's not your main mover. So we're going to go out and touch your fingertips. Here we go. Touch them. Touch them. And again, they're down low. Down low. Squeeze. Squeeze. Now out hold. Hold here. I know, I'm nearly going okay. You can feel the work. It's not horrible, but you can feel the work. Now put your navel in, sit up tall. We're just open and close the hands. Ready? Open, close. And we're keeping tension the whole time. And it's just working the chest just a little differently, that's all. And you go quicker. Out and out and out and can you feel your chest? Should be starting to fire out. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and rest. Bring it back and you can feel everything upstairs, right? So I do have to let you rest on this one because the next one's not going to be that much fun. Do you like that? I'm honest, okay? So we started here. That means we're working straight across the middle of our pecs, right? If we push up, we're working the top section. If we push down, we're working the bottom third of the pec. Okay? So if we were laying on a bench, pushing a weight away, right? That's why sometimes you see the back of the bench inclined up, because they're working higher in their chest. Well, we can do the same thing by pushing up diagonally. It's the same concept. I want to work down first because it's easier, and then we'll work up. So as we press through, right, I'm squeezing the armpits. So earlier we were here squeezing the armpits. Now we're down here squeezing the armpits. And it's going to work the lower section of your pec. Band goes in the same position. Ready? So reach straight towards your knees. Reach, release. Reach, release. Bands are tight. Abs are in. One more. Now we're going to go high. Up. Up. Can you feel the difference in your chest? Up. Up. 2 more up. Then we're going to alternate low and high. Low first. Low. High. Low. High. Low. This is why I like wrapping them because I don't have to hold on to them. Low. High. Low. High. Low. High. Low. High. One more low, high. Now straight out front. Squeeze your armpits. One more. Rest. And you put it down and you can feel like I've done something that's not bad, but it should be like, right, up into your armpit area and across your chest to your sternum area. And again, you're going to feel some shoulder. It shouldn't be like the primary pain would be something bad type stuff. So shake them out. And look, we're already 3 minutes over the hour. Quick class. So yes, I like to stretch in between. And to get this open a little more, I open my hands up. One more. Awesome. So we're going to do biceps. Just one foot. So this is a handshake hold, right? Excuse me. Because if you hold here, it's pulling on your wrist and you lose your bicep, right? So if your thumbs are up, you know, Fonzie, hey, right? Concept? So nice and tall. So I'm only going to work my left arm, by the way, officially. So if I lock my left elbow into my belly, you might say, it's not going to go anywhere. But my right side is just going to hang out right here. So bend your elbow. Put the band hand like this. There you go. Better. Now it's not pulling on your wrist.
Yes.
Is that weird?
Yes.
So your right armpit, squeeze it and lift your chest. So you can feel it working.
Yeah.
So we're just going to bend, release, bend, release, bend, release. Abs are in. Up to your shoulder and drop it. So I like this because I can lock my elbow into my belly basically, right? Up, down, up, down, up, down, and it isolates the bicep. 4, 3, 2, one more. Don't let go of the band. Just take the tension off, switch feet. And I have to let you rest because both biceps were working. It won't work very well if we go right into it.
This is flexing for me there.
It's okay. So again, that left arm, tuck it up, right? So my elbow is into my side. I'm at 90 degrees. Right elbow into your belly. Ready? There we go. Up, down. I really try to go with the music because I don't have to count. And we keep even. Squeeze, squeeze. So make sure that elbow stays in on the left side because it's really easy to let it go. Abs are in. Up and down. Up. 4 more. 4, release. 3, release. 2, one more. Woo! And rest. So you can feel your arms now.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wouldn't be hoping babies today, I'm just saying.
Or eggs.
Or eggs, yeah. So what I like about this is that with these bands particularly, is that I'm working on grip. Because we have trouble opening jars at a very early age. Yeah, you don't have to wait till your 30s and 40s to go, oh, I have no grip, right? So your hands might feel a little stiff. That's a good word, right? But we're not done yet. But we're not done yet. All right, so that same hold we had, and you get to lean over on this one. I'm gonna turn to the side gracefully. So I am blocking my wrist, right, with my knees. So I can go over my knees and pull up. Now, I have to tighten it up a little bit more because there was not enough up, right? So I want to pull, release, pull, release, pull, release. And it's not a big range of motion, by the way. Up, down, up, down, up, down. Do it again. Up.
A little shaky thing going on.
Yes, that would be fatigue. 2 more.
Did you do that, guys?
1 more. The rest are safe. Because they don't get to work very often.
Yeah.
We don't hammer and
I
use
never get to
screwdrivers.
do this enough.
Oh, you missed her. She's like, I don't get to do this enough. And I'm like, no, screwdriver, hammer, opening jars, all those things. And it's amazing when we don't do stuff like that, how weak all this gets. So if we were to fall, and we fall wrong, or we break easier, there's not enough muscle there to help things. All right, so I'm gonna go back to the front. So I have this hold, then I'm gonna roll out. So you have to make sure your hands stay parallel, right, to the ceiling. Pull, release, pull, release, pull, release, pull, release. And now you feel forearms, right? So don't let your forearms come up. Just keep them on your thighs. So it's all wrist. Can you feel the difference?
Yeah.
Just a couple more. Because I want you to be able to hold the cup. Relax.
My margarita tonight would be very important.
Yes. So again, it's amazing how when you roll your wrist around, you can feel the muscles in your forearm. And we haven't done that much.
Do you have anything for this joint right here with that?
Yes, we'll get that in just a second. So, if you have this hold and you flip your hand down, right? Now I suppose you could probably go over the top. That might be better. Right? So all I did was put my hand on the inside, and if the band's too short, right? If it's too much tension, you can take one foot out. But I'm just going over the top and I'm hooking my thumb. And you can always bring your feet together or take them wide to make the band harder. So again, block. So pull up, 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 up. And you have to leave your forearms on your knees. Up, 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 up. Keep going, 8 more. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, rest. So you do wiggle your fingers for a minute. I know, the hardest part, right? Because we've been holding the band and our hands have been closed, right? That's where we're headed to right now. So fingertips, fingers, right, pads, and palm. Nice and tall. Now take your fingers away, keep your palms touching. And we like this. So I want you to take your thumbs towards the ceiling. I know, it's like, wait a minute, can you feel that?
Didn't know they do that.
Yeah, we're always like relaxed. But if you flatten your fingers and push your hands together and then take your thumbs up, you can feel that joint here. So down, down, up, down, up, down, up. Can you feel that? Is that ridiculous? We're working out. We're doing finger exercises. Down, up. I had a gentleman, Jerry. Wife's name is Joe, Jerry and Joe. I used to screw their names up big time. Down, up, lovely couple, right? When he was a gym teacher and a coach back in his heyday, right? We're talking heyday like when I was a kid. 4, 3, 2, and rest. And now you might want to move your hands again. Right? Super easy, something you can do anytime. But when I'm like, hey, Jerry, you should come work out with